Bring back art in the school. Bring back chorus in the school. Bring back band in the school.
All that costs money.
It's a teacher's salary. It's a class.
All costs money, no, but you gotta have different equipment.
But here's the thing. When a kid signed up for band, it was up to the parent to rent the equipment, whatever the case may be. Yeah. But art supplies, what? Paintbrushes, paper, blah blah blah. Why not make that a part of what parents have to buy? You can go to the Dollar Tree and get brushes. You can get like 5 brushes for like $1.25. No, what I'm saying, but it's true.
No. But I remember that when I took home economics, I took sewing.
Yes.
I learned how to balance a checkbook.
Yes. You learn how to cook and wash dishes as you go along. Yes. Learn how to sweep.
Know how to iron.
You skipped that ironing day. She can't iron for.
Choose your battles.
I'll show you.
Watching her iron is like watching somebody fold a map up the wrong way. It's like, what are you doing?
And can they read a map?
No.
They don't exist. Go
They
find
can't
one.
even read a clock.
Yeah, that's right.
What you mean?
Part. They can't.
They can't read our clock.
No, it has to be digital.
They can't look at a clock.
So
Standard clock with hands, they can't read it.
Can they count change?
Maybe.
Probably. Maybe not. You remember the books? We had to tear out pages, and you had to do the workbooks, and you had to turn in for homework.
Yes.
The workbooks you had to take home. You had to do certain pages, and you had to do the clocks. You had to count change for your math.
All that.
All that.
You had $2 quarters, $3.
Yeah.
You had to tell them how much it was. It was the time on the clock and the little smiley face, and you had to say what time it was.
That was elementary though.
It began in elementary.
Yes. Brown said bring back typing classes.
Yes. That's how I learned how to type.
I took it too.
But it was mandatory. At my high school, it was mandatory. Everybody took typing. Everyone. And this is pre-computer.
But there was always there was always certain electives that people had to take.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
it was
you had
just
to take
automatic.
to graduate. You had to take
But it was
electives.
automatic ones that you had to put in there because if you didn't, then you wasn't going to graduate.
Somebody said the workbook had the punch out coins, laugh out loud. And then someone else said, y'all had to draw a clock, 50% of my final grade. Had to know cursive and how to write it.
Boom. And you know all your time tables. And they used to time you to see how much you knew.
Brian Mitchell, they didn't teach you how to write in cursive. What?
Wow, that's a tragedy.
And don't forget about your spelling test. It was that one long sheet with the
And
lines.
you had to know every Friday. You had to know it.
Yes.
Everybody was nervous.
Everybody's like, oh my God. Last minute trying to read them.
And then when you get your spelling test back, you like, because they were folded in half.
Like, oh, here we go.
Oh man, those were the days. For real. You had real gym. You had real gym. You had real recess.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Gym and recess were 2 different classes, and it was days of rotation for the whole school. Art was on Thursday, gym was on Tuesday.
And some days you had gym and recess back to back. You didn't have to change your clothes. You have your gym clothes on, and you went right into recess and then you shop from that.
You talking about that private school stuff when you're changing your clothes for gym and stuff.
Everybody didn't do that?
No, I mean we did.
We did.
We did. But everybody, because it's not like that anymore. IPROMISE.
We had a. That's another thing. We had gym uniforms. They were
Yes,
reversible. Maroon on one side, gold on the other, because so we could play teams.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
We had to change a little different days. This basketball team, the red with the maroon on the end, not exactly maroon and gold, but it goes against what your school color.
And I went to an all boys school, so.
Thank you, Jesus.
Boys,
You need any help?
Stink real bad. So if you went a few days and your stuff was stinking, you got a detention. You take it home, wash it, or if you don't want to wash it home, wash it out in the sink here with some soap. But don't come in here smelling up the whole place. The coach would literally make you do push-ups until you couldn't do anymore and wash your clothes if you came in there stinking.
Some people couldn't help it. Maybe the water was cut off. You understand what I'm saying? And like for some, I understand, but you have to understand this as well. Like even if they reincorporated all that, for some kids maybe going to the gym and having gym class was the only shower they had for the day. Because the water is cut off.
Yeah.
There's no water at home.
I remember one time, Brendan was in, I think he was in like 5th grade, and he called me and the teacher said he had a breakdown, he was crying. And I'm like, what's wrong, son? I went up there to get him. And he said it was a Monday, and he saw some kids from the city that come to school crying because they hadn't eaten all weekend.
Yeah.
And my son literally,
It's all right, babe. It's all right.
he couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
And right after that, a bunch of the food that we were buying started disappearing.
Because Cam was
Brendan.
Brendan. Of course, Brendan. Yep. It's all right, babe.
Kids that have to deal with too much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And a lot of times by no fault of their own.
None of it's a fault of their own, they're kids.
Some of them come to school for solace. Some of them,
Yes.
school, sometimes for some children, school is the only outlet they have.
Yes.
From being abused or
Yes.
not having food or not having water or not having soap. And then for some of them, they have to deal with all this at home and then they get to school and they're bullied
Yep.
because they don't have those things.
That's right. That's right. It's sick.
And that's why you're seeing 8-year-old and 9-year-olds committing suicide.
Yeah.
It's like, what is happening?
Yeah. How can your life be that bad?
Exactly.
But here's
At
the thing.
9.
Whatever stage your life is, that's all the life you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, you don't
It
know
is.
that it can get better or that it's going to get better. You know, it's the trauma that you feel at 8 years old. That's what you know if you're 8 years old.
Yeah.
Now, at 56, I know, come on, you're going to be fine. But you don't know that at 8.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And what about that 8-year-old girl or boy that can go to school for 9 hours without being touched
Correct.
at home
Yeah.
by daddy or uncle or mom? Because nowadays you can't exclude anybody. Big brother,
Yes.
big sister,
Yes.
babysitter. They look forward to 9 hours of peace at school.
Well, some of that gets back on to people that are supposed to be protecting children.
That's a whole nother day. That's a whole other day and a whole other topic that's too heavy for today. And my coffee's not strong enough, even though Tuxedo brand coffee is delicious. My coffee is not strong enough for me to deal with that right now.
I'm just saying.
And you wonder, this kid is a monster. This man grew up to be a monster. Well, what did you do to him?
Right.
You know, what did he have? What did he not have? You know, how did his father treat him? You know,
A lot of these kids, you know, from where I grew up, and I'm sure this happens all over the place, but a lot of these kids, they're taking care of their little brothers and little sisters.
they are.
Yes.
They have too much on.
Too much responsibility.
Their mom and daddy at home, and then when they get to school, you want to tell them what to do. They're not having it because they the boss.
I'm running things right. I'm running things at home. You're not lying.
Agreed.
And coming home and cooking at 8.
Mm-hmm.
We're blessed.
Yes.
We're blessed beyond measure.
So how was that burger?
Delicious.
That she's still eating. It's taking you a long time to eat it, dog.
She's talking.
I'm engaged.
I'm married.
You know what? That's why I can't like talk to you.
I have to give you a hard time, Nick.
No worries.
But we'll come back to you. What about you, Doc?
What about me? Did I like my food?
Yes.
Oh, yes, my food was delicious. I had 2
You ain't
sandwiches.
finished it. You better eat that. We don't waste food over here.
I've had 2.
You want me to warm it up?
I don't want you to do anything.
It's a corner. It's
You
a
gonna-
bite.
you
It's
gonna
a
take-
corner
you gonna
and-
take it home.
And this is
Eat
the
it.
part
She's
that
not
he
gonna take it home.
burnt. This is the part that Vaughn burnt, so it's very hard on my teeth, and I like my
Then
teeth.
take
So
the-
I'm gonna put it down
Take the
at
crab
this
out of it
point.
and eat the crab.
You better stop that
really
food
good,
out of
though.
Vaughn.
It's very, very good. You did an excellent job. It's delicious.
So how-
That's a little bit too much on your plate for you to say that.
Cause you're a chef,
gonna
right?
take that home?
I am.
Hey, you gonna take that home? You ain't gonna
Yeah,
throw it
no,
away.
no.
Because you're a whole chef and you didn't eat my food. I don't like that.
I
Well,
eat
it
your
got
food
cold
every
because we're
time.
talking.
Exactly.
So just warm it up.
It's just a little
We
chilly.
don't throw food away here. I'm telling you right now.
I do not believe in wasting
We
food.
put out.
First of all, pay no attention to this one. Just because he a human garbage
Right.
disposal.
Listen, I appreciate it because it's not going to go to waste.
He's that little thing that you saw, remember in Flintstones, in the garbage disposal with that big old pig on the bottom? He opened up and he just kind of ate everything. They went into the sink. That's mine. You gotta love him. What'd you think, Jennifer?
Oh, this was so good. This apple dumpling.
That was good.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
even gonna lie.
I was sitting here listening, but just getting into this, it's just
It's one of those things that you can't
The
take one
cinnamon.
home.
Yeah.
Because you will find yourself eating
right.
2
You
or 3.
want more?
I got mine. I'm
You
gonna
did
try
that.
You just bring that bowl back so I can have some oyster crackers.
I'm gonna bring it back. I might even put some oyster crackers in it for
I
you.
know we made Mike take that home one time and made it back. We did it back.
Yeah, it made it back. I'm telling you, because she already told me that I don't get any more free crackers unless I keep my container. So
right.
in order for me to get the free crackers, I have to keep the container. So if I
Not the
send
free
it somewhere
crackers.
else,
What's up, son?
well, because you know,
She said the free
Trina,
crackers. Why can't we call them what they are? Why they gotta be free?
We do
like the part of the package is part of the price.
That part. I'm gonna bring it back with some crackers.
Oh, with the spicy ones.
We do it every Monday.
And I have some harissa. I'm gonna put a little harissa.
You have some what?
Harissa.
Good, bro.
Who's she?
It's a seasoning.
I don't know her. I feel sorry for that woman. I don't know her.
You know what?
This is why I can't.
I know.
Never mind.
Who's Harissa?
We're just gonna get you some cayenne pepper. It's just
No, not too much, because you know I don't like it chewed.
well, you just said you want spicy.
Yeah, but not chewed. Like the last ones you did for me, because he
Okay.
doesn't eat them.
Okay. What?
When something's too spicy, you don't like a lot of spice.
No, I have no use for cayenne pepper ever.
Really?
I don't use it for anything.
Then you know what kind of foods to always make.
So he won't eat it. I'm gonna start shaking cayenne pepper all over my food so I can eat it by myself.
If you do that, I'll never touch it.
Got it.
Now that I know the secret,
There you go.
you put it all over everything.
Do it.
Was it this some cayenne toast? Was that some cayenne coffee? Got some cayenne water, so if I won't eat it. Got some cayenne ice cream, cayenne bacon,
Cayenne from
cayenne pancakes.
Not cayenne pancakes.
So he won't take it.
Cayenne
You
pizza
never
sounds
finish
good
your
though.
food.
With a cauliflower crust? You should make it.
Which one?
No,
what
you have the
making?
pizza oven.
Oh, the pizza, yes.
You can put it in regular oven too.
Goodness, that pizza.
Oh yeah, I know what it does.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, I
exactly,
bought mine,
I've had
but
it.
yes, I like
And
the
it's
cauliflower
a weight loss drink that a cleanse, I think it was. It had
Pizza's
honey,
amazing.
cayenne
It's
peppers,
delicious.
and some other things in it. I drank it, but
And speaking
I'll
of
never
coffee.
use it on my food. Yeah, it's a pepper
Speaking of
shake, for sure.
coffee, my coffee was delicious, and I put a little bit of cinnamon in it,
I didn't like this.
and I put a little Cool Whip in it. It was really delicious, almost like a little treat, along with my dessert.
Yeah.
And of course, it's Tuxedo brand coffee, guys. We have Brazilian, we have Colombian, we have Ethiopian. And for those people who bought the K-Cups, make sure you rinse your K-Cup first, right before you put your coffee grounds in. Rinse your K-Cup because it's going to allow your coffee maker, because I'm not getting paid by the
there
K
you go.
people.
There you go.
When the water drips in, it allows it to disperse a bit more evenly and your coffee won't be light. So just rinse the K-Cup first because it's mesh. So go ahead and rinse it first, and then your coffee will come out delicious, and it won't have that light flavor. It'll come out very
it'll be more
robust
robust. Yeah.
and
yeah.
like your normal K-Cup coffee. So if you have any questions, please
Yeah, no.
just go ahead and either DM us at Tuxedo Brand Coffee on our IG, or you can go straight to tuxedobrandcoffee.com with your questions and comments, and we'll be sure to get back to you.
She does.